She helps me. She does things that I need done. She's my right hand. All the way from Wisconsin, she make it happen. That's what we call family, and that's what we need to get back to. So that's what this book is about. They're available if you want to get them. I'm actually going to cover things from this book today. Okay? Y'all with me?
Yes.
Yay! All right. Okay. I want to talk about. First of all, we'll talk about real briefly spirits. Okay? And the reason why I want to talk about spirits is because spirits is actually just energy. It's energy. And that's what we all are. We're all energy. You know, we have to know that. Because a lot of times we don't even know that we're energy. Energy dissipates and it appears somewhere else. Okay? So then, therefore, you don't die. You just leave here and you appear somewhere else, which is energy. Okay? And so I use that to say this. And I was just telling Doc last night that I want to be a forensic scientist for a long time. I want to be the blood splatter specialist. I want to be the one who will come in after a crime scene and look at the blood on the wall and see who, where you got shot. I know it sounds disgusting, but somebody got to do the job. That was going to be me. And I will come in and see where the blood was and all that and tell the people how you got shot, things like that. And because I have a different calling, I wasn't able to do that just yet. But I do remember some things from my study. One of the things I remember is luminol. Anybody ever heard of luminol? Yeah? Okay. Luminol, that's some cold stuff. That's the stuff that they use when they come in and some person who is not bright will wash down the walls, try to get the blood off the walls, off the tables, off the books. They'll wash everything, but the luminol comes in and they spray the luminol everywhere and they turn off the lights. And when they do that, guess what the blood does? The blood shows up, right. It shows up in a bright green color. Let them know the blood is still here. You try to erase it, but the blood is still here. Let me tell y'all something. They've been trying to erase us for a long time. Y'all hear me? They've been trying to get rid of us for a long time. But guess what? We ain't going nowhere. We can't go nowhere. This is our earth. We cannot go anywhere. So what do? If we're not going to go anywhere, then we need to fix some things. Because guess what? If you don't fix it now, guess who's going to suffer? It's not going to be y'all. Y'all old. I'm old. Y'all old. It's not going to be y'all. It's going to be your children. It's going to be your grandchildren. It's going to be your great-grandchildren. I got a grandbaby on the way. It's going to be her, little Zuriah, named after me. That's who is going to suffer. So we have to have this mentality. Are we going to continue to let things happen the way they're happening? Are we going to continue to let things operate the way they operate? Or are we going to do something to change this for our babies? And I know it doesn't seem like it's ever going to happen. But let me tell y'all, it's going to happen. But it has to start somewhere. And that's why I do what I do. That's why he does what he does. This is not an easy job. We some hard people to work with. Y'all know that. We some hard people to work for. But it doesn't matter because it's about the movement first. It's not about anything else. It's about liberating the mind of the people to get the family together. Is that right? All right. Y'all can get a little more excited, but I'm gonna keep going. I don't care. I ain't scared of y'all. I got ready. I got ready before I got here. I ain't scared of y'all. Okay. So, hello, peace family. Okay. Let me say this because I say this on my show all the time. One of the shows. People always call me and say, where do you get your information at? What do you read? They want resources. Let me stop y'all right now. Don't ask me for resources because I don't have any. Okay? I don't have any resources. I don't do any reading. I don't do that. What I do is I do what I was originally designed to do. And that's to meditate. Open up the cosmos and have the universe speak to me. That's what I do. So if you ask me for any references, I don't have any. I got a book I wrote, but I don't have any to give you, so I just want to put that out there because people will call me or stop me at the door and say, hey, can you give me some resources where I can find some information? And I don't, okay? I just wanted to put that out there, okay? And let me go ahead and get into this. And the sister, Mocha, her poem was right on target because I was going to open up, and I still am, talking about this, I'm going to call this so-called story. That's what I'm going to call it. I ain't trying to offend anybody. Again, I ask you to get your storage bins out. Get your storage bins out, because you're going to need them. The so-called story of Adam and Eve. I want to go there first, okay? And so her poem was and she didn't even know I was going to bring this. I didn't know she was going to say anything about the poem. But it's so fitting because we have been taught the story that, the man came and, God put him to sleep and took a rib out and made the woman, and now women have one less rib than the man, and baloney. That's what I want to say. Baloney. Do some research. We all got the same amount of ribs. But with the story of Adam and Eve, it's still, even though it's an allegory, whether you're going to believe it or not, even still, it's very significant when it comes to the helpmate or the helpmeet for the woman, because we have been put here to help our men. Not going to help some of you women. And you men gonna appreciate this, because a lot of times you hear men get up and talk about what a woman can do, what a woman can say, and you're gonna hear a woman say it, because we got some issues, brothers. Y'all gonna say amen? Forget y'all in. We ain't got no issues. We're fine. We don't have no issues. Y'all got some issues. How about that? How about that? How about that? But anyway, we have some issues. But like I said, the story of Adam and Eve is relevant to me when I have read that story, is because Eve was supposed to have worked with Adam, and they were supposed to start this family and whatever have you. And if you read some of the missing books of the Bible, it talks about how they both were kicked out of the garden and all that, and how they tried to get back in, but they did it together. Now, here's the thing. We have to realize that as man and woman, I'm going to start with the man and woman, because the children, that comes, you have to have the man and woman to have the children, right? Okay, you got, is it the egg or is it the chicken? Which one's first? But what we have to realize is that when the man, we have to realize that the woman is the man's helpmeet. However, he is her helpmeet as well. We have roles in our families, black people. I ain't trying to offend anybody about talking to the black people right now, okay? We have roles in our family, and we have gotten out of that role. And I'm going through a lot because I only have an hour. We have gotten out of our role. And so I'm here to tell you what that role is. And to tell you this is why we're unbalanced, because we're out of this role, okay? The man has been created to be the protector.